With the ability to look back, it's awfully easy to say what I would do different. First, I would wear a dust mask the whole time, going from Virginia to Canada to Virginia to Utah, back to Virginia, and breathing all the dust and the metal grindings, the paint, everything else. I ended up with a sinus infection, kind of sick. Not bad, but enough to be like, hey, I should wear a dust mask. I knew I should have. I was just too lazy to go get one. Something else I would do is I wouldn't leave my welder, my good helmet, and my gloves in Texas and then try and turn around and do this in Virginia. I'm using the crummy old welder that I've had for many years. Now, don't get me wrong, it works. And I will say straight off, I am not a welder. I can weld, but I am not a welder. Welding is an art, and those who are artistic welders, more power to them. That's a skill that I don't have. I'm not bad, but without gas and without the true skill, there's a ton of slag. There's a ton of, I don't know what you call it, the burnt stuff around the welds. I I would actually get my welder from Texas, and I'm a little better with a better welder. The other thing I would do is I would buy some faux rivets. The faux rivets would make life a little easier. They're not very expensive. They're definitely worth the trouble of paying a couple bucks for some faux rivets versus trying to grind the like writing off of the lag bolt or carriage bolts and cutting the carriage bolts down and then grinding the carriage bolts down. I mean, it'd probably be easier to actually just stick the carriage bolts through pre-drilled holes, weld them, and then cut the back off. But either way, to do over, I would definitely buy faux rivets. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Build a rectangle, weld a rectangle, put some wood in it, and keep it square. It kind of sucks to do it on the concrete, so I guess I would probably also drag out the sawhorses and stuff out of the garage that's right below me, but was never seemed to be worth the trouble of doing. It's a straightforward door build. The hard part is when you start building the brackets, the frame, the everything for the sliding part of the barn door. Fast forward the rest of the video, leave you to listen to the music. The deer gathered at the apple tree seemed to be regardless of what I did. I could grind, I could weld, I could bang on stuff with metal. They didn't seem to care, although they would stop eating. If I took the time to stop and look at them, they would look at me. It was really kind of funny. They didn't care. Second part of the three-part on how to build the bypass sliding doors. I have now completed all three pieces. I have not completed the video editing for all three, and I want to be sure to give a shout out to the horrible abilities of VideoPad Professional, a product by NCH Software. It will cut, it will splice, it will do everything that the normal Windows program will do, except for it will not play back the sped up video so that you can actually see what it is that you are putting out. So after hours of clipping videos together and editing them, you just have to hit publish and hope that it comes out the way you think it's going to come out, and if not, you've wasted a bunch of time. So that is a $40 waste of energy and effort. But here's a barn door.